Hello everybody, welcome back. We enjoy that you've returned to us.
They're coming back.
They're coming back for more. They're coming back for more. My name's Ian Donald.
Brett, back with you again.
And today we are going to have a little chit chat about fins. Okay, so a review of sorts, but primarily talking about fin types.
Yeah.
I think, like kind of materials and things. And much like many things, there's a lot out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost, we're going to talk about your transition, that where you start, where you're possibly going to end. And yeah, there is an investment,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and I would say probably one of the most important investments you can make within the sport. Not in life. Maybe. Maybe in life. Maybe
you can find solace, find refuge in the sea.
Yeah, exactly.
Little salty crew drop there.
Well, there you go. Salty crew represent. You're going to be looking at plastic fins, glass fibre, fiberglass, what you want to call it, and carbon fibre fins. This is what's out there for freediving and spearfishing. The difference you're going to get amongst all the brands, you're going to have better quality carbon fibre, worse quality carbon fibre. You're going to have better quality plastic, worse quality plastic.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to have ones that don't fit you at all, ones that fit like a glove.
Wide foot pockets, narrow foot pockets.
Yeah.
So, some people take the blades
Yeah.
and put them with a completely different foot pocket because they just work for their feet.
Yeah, you can go custom made.
True.
You can go the cheapest one you can find, you know.
Spear out of South Africa, Spear.
Spear,
Spear, they're custom, aren't they?
Yeah. And
good fins.
the Carbonio
Carbonios,
TFTs,
the Italians. Is that Valentine Thomas uses those? Or?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. I know a lot of instructors use them around the world.
They really look like a bowling shoe.
They're like a Cornish pasty, I think.
Or a cycling shoe.
Yeah.
You know, triathlon type shoe on a blade.
Yeah. So again, like Italian design, you know, kind of sexy. Sexy. Although they do.
Maybe
I think,
I'm gonna back away from those.
Yeah. I think they do look kind of weird as well, a little bit. To be honest.
They do look a bit weird. Tapped on shoes.
Anyway, if we start at the beginning, so if you're just starting out, you're probably looking at all these websites, and you're thinking, okay, how much do I need to spend? Exactly. How much do I need to spend on a pair of fins to not be limited by the fin, because that's rubbish, you know, but also not to spend all the money you've got in the world.
Yeah, and I mean, you get on the website then. Traditionally, you may well have been advised something along the lines of Cressy Gara, something like that would be a good start. Plastic fins, 50 quid for a long fin, that is. Hello.
Different angles.
This is the Caribbean, so catching me on a lovely day, red hot day. Yeah, so 50 quid, Cressy Gara, something like that.
Yeah.
Entry level. They're all out there, and yeah, you are posed with.
I'm gonna reach down here.
Apnea fins.
Let's go basic.
Great brand. These guys have just seemingly
they come out of nowhere.
And they've just covered the entry level market, haven't they?
Absolutely
so well.
And you know, if you're looking for, you know, almost anything within kind of it, there's something there within that brand that's going to work.
Yeah,
you know, certainly in our school, I use a heap of apnea wetsuits, and they are some of the longest lasting wetsuits we've got. I've got some wetsuits in that rack over there that are so old, but they are still working really well.
And I would say that with the Cressy suits originally off the rack, they just worked for us. I mean, I had mine for donkeys.
Yeah, Cressy lasts forever.
Over and over.
If you want a brand that lasts a long time, Cressy all day.
Off the rack, I think mine was a size 4 Cressy. Yeah. I'm not a massive guy, and I think it was size 4, size 3, whatever it was. Lasted ages.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the point in hand.
Fins.
So yeah, if you're looking at kind of like plastic fins, what is it about a plastic fin that differentiates it from a more expensive fin? So obviously the blade is really where the money's going. Okay, so to be perfectly frank, the foot pockets you would struggle to see the difference between very expensive foot pockets and cheaper ones on the whole.
These are looking like quite a wide foot pocket.
They are, yeah. But yeah, FYI, apnea foot pockets are like
pretty
if you
wide,
have mega wide feet. You know, most people need to use some serious socks in order to kind of bulk at least the ankle.
I mean,
the ankle's
I don't
very
know if
wide.
you can see there, but you know.
I'll get better on that one there.
Yeah. You can see there's quite a wide foot pocket.
Yeah, so if you've got narrow heels, kind of, you know, narrow feet, then...
Sometimes you might get your little toes poking out of narrow feet.
Narrow feet, and I mean, the plastic blade, it gives you enough of what you need. They're very tough, they last a long time, you don't have to worry about them breaking. They're cheap to replace. I think these retail at about £50. For the set. There's no left and right, by the way, people always ask that. And I mean, they're going to be like 1,000,000 times better than your snorkeling fin for a start.
Yeah,
I'd say quite soft relatively.
Quite a soft
quite soft
blade.
This is the X Power fin. They are replaceable.
But brilliant for
£50. I mean, like,
for years, you'd be in these for years.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, the law of diminishing returns is something we need to talk about. So if you're not aware of this particular law of physics, life, and a very important part of another acronym, GAS, Gear Acquisition Syndrome, something that I've suffered from years. And I think
good old marketing.
A lot of gentlemen suffer from this problem. The thing is that the more you spend, yes, you get more money for you. You get more. You know, you spend £300 on a set of fins, they're going to be hell good set of fins.
Yeah.
Are they £250 better than these? Not really.
Not really.
Not really. You know, are they going to make you 5 times better? No, I wouldn't say so.
I've certainly not found 5 times better skills.
No. Yeah, if you are capping out at 30 metres depth, by spending 5 times the money, are you going to suddenly go 5 times deeper? No, you are not. Absolutely not. So if you're starting out, good set of plastic fins will last you a couple of years, no problems. That all being said, they are not as efficient
as carbon.
And fiberglass.
Yeah.
So
take us with a bit of a bag of salt.
Yeah. So if we move onwards to... So these are plastic as well, these ones?
Yeah, those were the over millenniums that I've had for years. They're great shore dive fin for me. I'm quite impressed by them, really.
Yeah, so a plastic blade, but probably slightly snappier.
They're snappy, so there was a lot of problems with the Millennium fin. I heard a lot of them snapped. I haven't. Maybe that's because
I've never had one snap. No, I mean, I think...
They look fantastic underwater, though.
Yeah.
This, you just see the foot pockets almost, and you don't see your feet.
That's like the ultimate camouflage.
Yeah.
You know, transparent.
That's because half the time my feet are drifting up behind me.
It's bad technique. Doesn't matter.
Correct.
With these, it's going to work. But yeah, you know, you've got, again, just rubberized sub foot pocket, plastic blade, a little bit more expensive than something like the Apneas. Less than £100 though.
Oh yeah,
like, you know,
80 quid or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So that's those ones. If we stay in the realm of plastic, Brett's brought something along really interesting. I've never seen these. Brett, can you explain these?
So I found these somewhere. I can't even remember if it was even a shop. Might have just been a junkyard sale or something. But these are a travel system. They're made by an old brand called Sporisub that used to do a lot of good kit. I used to have bits and bobs of their stuff.
Yeah. I've used some great Sporisub stuff.
Yeah, great stuff. They're still around.
Yeah, we've got some wetsuits.
Oh, cool. That's good to hear. So essentially what this is ideal for your Club Med package or off to the Med with family. They just have a system where you... Oh, it is quite...
Works so well.
It works so well.
There we go.
So there we go. And that will pop off. And there's going to be another part.
Yeah.
Pack it down,
Check that out. Normal bag, all of a sudden.
How's your father?
he's well, he would be better if he had these.
He would be, because he wouldn't be wearing the bucket and spade things.
You won't be stuck with bucket and spade, snorkeling fins. Plus, you don't have to bring a massive freediving, spearfishing specific bag when all you want is to travel light.
And we can't stress enough.
More people should do these.
Can't stress enough. Imagine the people that are stumbling across these videos, and they would buy a set with a snorkel, silicone snorkel, and some rubbishy bog standard fins. You want to see where your diving goes, or your snorkeling even.
To all of those people, please think again before you go and spend £30, £40, $40, $50, whatever, on a set, you know, that you think is going to be good enough. Because I'm really sorry to say, there's not good. You know, you get an awful lot when you buy it all separately. You can choose the mast, the snorkel, the fins. You immediately get better quality things around.
Physics. Yeah, you know that it's your strokes, your kick stroke, and you know, a little one like that with bucket spade shops just not going to do the business. Yeah,
so I mean, just think again. If you can buy around, buy a little bit second hand if you need to save the money. But ultimately, those kind of like packages, you're just going to sell them on for nothing. Or
plastic fins, generally anything, Cressigaras, Millenniums, whatever they are. The plastic fins, you get them on second-hand eBay, wherever. Buy some. Yeah. It'll be a deal.
Yeah, they'll last great. I mean, if you're getting into spearfishing in particular, plastic's a really good way to go. Cause
when you're over the rocks, shore diving, generally you're in shallow waters, 3 metres probably.
So, but these are really interesting, so I think it's definitely worth... I mean, if these even exist anymore, I'm sorry if they don't, and we're showing you something that you desperately want and you can't get, but...
I think there was actually a change-up on blade.
Okay.
I think.
So maybe a little hunt on the internet to see if you can get travel blades.
Hence the Sporosub variant comp, the variant. There was something in my memory about that.
Yeah, I like those. Very good. Thank you, Brett. Right, if we move on to... We're going to skip one material. We're going to skip one material. It's a professional production. We're skipping fiberglass. And the reason we're skipping fiberglass is that neither of us have any. Fiberglass fins, in my opinion, are the skippable genre. For one reason, I think they're much more delicate than even carbon fibre fins.
I would agree.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're more expensive than plastic fins by normally a fair bit. They're not that much cheaper than carbon fibre fins.
They're the grand pretenders of carbon.
Yeah. In the old days, you had to get glass fibre fins before you could afford carbon fins easily, because like carbon fins were really expensive.
Yeah.
And you could get glass fibre fins for like, you know, a reasonable circa £100 sort of price point. You can go online now and get a decent set of carbon fins for like 120 quid, you know. And if you're then going, right, I've got fiberglass or carbon fibre and there's £20 in it, if you can't afford it today, wait till next week and get the carbon fibre fins.
I mean, these days a night out's 60 quid anyway, so
exactly.
There you go. There's your upgrade to carbon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a few less coffees and one less sandwich or whatever it might take. So if we're going to go carbon, Brett, if you model the IMAs, I'll grab the Epsilon.
Right. These are mine, by the way.
These are mine.
OMA Stingray Carbon 25s. They're a medium flex carbon blade. Now you might just see this. You can almost see that foot pocket it's just not as wide as that last one. Suit me. I can still put a sock on, and I also just like the angle there.
Yeah.
They're just a great fin for me. I have broken them down before for travel. It's just with carbons you don't really want to be doing it too much, do you? Because it does wear out the clips and
yeah. If you start pulling these things apart, you'll get little plastic rails along the inside which just glue breaks away and things like that.
A good fin bag, padded protection, take them as is.
Yeah, I mean I use a wheelie bag and I put them on the hard side, so you get protected on one side, and then lay a load of soft stuff over the top, and then you put them together. They're pretty robust, you know. They're just not going to accept someone like stamping on them or smashing them like anything, you know. But Wobbleboard.
Sound like the famous celebrity, which we cannot mention the name.
Yeah, Mr. Harris and his problems. So this one, this is one of the newer ones from Epsilon, the Legend Plus. I actually preferred their older one. I'm going to say this right now, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody. They are still very good fins, but I preferred their old foot pocket. That may be a personal thing on my side, but this foot pocket I don't think is as good as their old foot pocket. The carbon's still good, and that's what you're paying for really. This is again like a medium blade, so it's kind of, again, it's for most people, if you're going into sort of the world of stiffnesses, like medium is a good sort of way to go. I want to feel yours. Yours is stiffer. It's very soft.
Yours is soft.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah. So
nice fins, very nice fins.
But this is the thing. So like they sell this as a medium.
Wider foot pocket.
Yeah, wider foot pocket. But this is So again, their old foot pocket was narrow. This is one of the reasons I preferred it. You could buy an Oma fin, which is a medium, an Epsilon fin that's a medium, a Carbonia TFT that's a medium, and they'll all be different. They're all going to be different stiffnesses, and it's like you might find that you get the wrong stiffness, which is going to be unfortunately an expensive mistake. You know, the reason. So we're talking about different stiffnesses of fins. The purpose of different stiffnesses is to compensate for your body type for a start. So if you're like a massive guy pushing a huge lot of mass through the water,
plus weights and
sweatsuits and all sorts, whatever, you're going to need current. You're going to need more fin, more strength, more stiffness to push you through the water.
Yeah.
If you're tiny and you're diving in perfect conditions, you can save a bit of leg ache by going for a softer blade. Simple as that, and you will be able to. They're super efficient, so you'll probably go just as quickly as someone with stiff fins, but you're just going to use a little bit less oxygen. So it's kind of oxygen conservation on that side. So for medium, is just like you'll be okay. Yeah, I think.
No, if you are going for long dives, carbon does give you that little bit extra in the tank,
and it just takes some of the pressure off as well, like ankles and knees and. Like we have to give at FreediveUK, we have to give plastic fins to students because we simply wouldn't be able to afford to buy carbon fins, like 30 loads of carbon fins and stuff. And if I have to use carbon fins because I've forgotten my fins or something, I'm like, how do these people use these? I'm amazed when people go, you did 20 meters in plastic fins. Like what? Like you're amazing. Carbon is just so much easier. It's night and day in my opinion. It is night and day.
Yeah.
So if you're going to invest, definitely consider, if you're thinking where is my money going, I would be Mr. Carbon Fin. Sounds lovely. Sounds good.
You want that sound in your toolbox.
Yeah, exactly. They just look lovely. Cool. Okay. Well, I think that's enough about that. Give you a rough idea of where you're going with all this stuff, and perhaps give you a little bit of a better kind of buying plan for the future. Perhaps. Any questions you do have, stick them below, and we will do our best to answer them. And it's really helpful when people put questions in because it will help someone else as well.
Yeah, ask us any topics, I guess, too.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing for future videos and stuff. Videos, other topics on. I mean, keep it within
more
freediving
sexy
and
stuff.
spearfishing. Yeah. Again, that's for another day.
No
mo. Okay, fine. Just talking about.
Sorry, it's a theme.
Yeah, it's a theme.
No design.
So any other topics?
We're not even Italian.
No, not even Italian. We just love what they do.
Right.
Like I said, comments below. We'll see you guys in another video very soon.
Something more exciting.
Something even more exciting. But until then,
We're
dive
out.
safe.
See you
Bye.
over there. Bye.